Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
Here's a timely article reprised with permission of Crane Communications, copyright November 16, 1987, and it is entitled, Promo Dresses Up for Halloween.
This past Halloween, millions of kids ran home from school clutching not only their costumes and paper jack-o'-lanterns, but also a bright orange and black and white plastic bag stuffed with coupons and product samples. The kids probably thought their teachers were sending home a treat for their parents, but the real trick was getting the schools involved in a large-scale commercial venture. Sampling Corporation of America, a Glenview, Illinois-based promotion company, started the program 8 years ago and now distributes the sample bags free to 10 million 6 to 12-year-olds, covering half the country's households with children that age group. We can do something that major brands can't do for themselves. We can get products and coupons home to parents through the schools, says Stephen Kaplan, Sampling Exec VP. That's what we specialize in. We distribute samples and coupons in an environment that will maximize their usage and reinforce the brand name and existence.
The orange, white, and black plastic bags are splashed with the logos of participating brands and a variety of Halloween figures. Packed inside are reflective safety stickers for kids to put on their costumes while trick-or-treating, a safety poster, and a booklet for parents containing ideas for simple costumes, makeup, party games, safety tips, and, of course, coupons. Usually, several product samples are included, most typically candy, snacks, an aseptically packaged juice box, and sometimes toothpaste. Sampling Corp offers the bags free to local schools and school districts, asking only that participating schools fill out the proper form and have it signed by the school principal or district superintendent. Almost always, the schools hand out the sampling bags in conjunction with either a police officer or a teacher giving a safety speech that adds further credibility to the program. Sampling Corp also enlisted the support of the National Safety Council. Our Community Safety Department looked over the materials and made a number of recommendations on the safety advice, says Bob O'Brien, Director of Public Relations for the Chicago-based council. The idea of getting the message into the parents' hands is very valuable, and we just don't have the horsepower to get it into those households.
According to Cincinnati's Burke Market Research, parents do take the time to examine the bag's contents and look through the booklet. Both brand and total advertising awareness for one brand included in the program increased by 40 percentage points, mainly due to unaided awareness. Usage of the brand increased by 35 percentage points, and actual purchases of the brand increased by 20 percentage points. Consumers also responded well to the coupons, with 17% using them and 65% indicating they plan to do so. When we first started, one of the problems was advertisers asking, "Can you do what you're saying? We've been trying for years to get into schools," Mr. Kaplan says. Now we have the research and the school contracts as proof. We are a proven marketing vehicle now. Company growth is visible in revenues of $1.5 million for the fiscal year ended September 30th, 1987, up from $450,000 in 1986. Next year's revenue is projected at $3 million.
Sampling Corp has solved the mystery of getting to young kids and their families through the schools. It's now developing a similar campaign for summer safety with bags of samples, coupons, stickers, and posters that reinforce awareness of water, bicycle, fire, and general safety rules. The company has lined up enough participating schools to distribute the summer bags to 5 million households. An increasing number of well-known companies, going from 2 to 3 in the beginning to 12 the last 3 years, are turning to Sampling Corp to convey a message directly to parents. According to Mr. Kaplan, 80% of the participants each year are repeat customers, with about 8 national brands participating every year. This year's samples include Kraft Handy Snacks, Candelicious, and Del Monte Fruit Cup. The rate for a page insert in the parent pamphlet is $147,500. This includes the company's brand logo on the bag and all other materials, plus sales support material and suggestions for retail tie-ins.
Best Foods, the Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey marketer of Caro corn syrup, expanded its 1987 presence in the program. For the past several years, Best tried to convince parents that Caro is a good medium for Halloween makeup. It's safer than masks, as well as fun and inexpensive. Sampling Corp's program was a perfect fit with the brand's marketing strategy, says Jim Coyle, Director, Promotion Planning for Best. It would have been difficult to communicate that usage as makeup directly to the user. We felt that if kids were sold on the makeup idea, then they'd take it home to mom and dad, he says. Not everyone is enthusiastic about Sampling Corp's success. The whole notion of using schools and children as a vehicle for advertising, no matter how closely linked with the legitimate importance of safety advice, is offensive to the National Association of Elementary School Principals, Alexandria, Virginia. We are against the use of children for advertising purposes, says Sam Sava, executive director. We would caution principals and teachers about getting involved in advertising gimmicks. Schools are not for the purpose of distributing coupons. Mr. Kaplan, not surprisingly, sees it differently. Schools figure that corporate involvement is balanced by the attention kids give the safety material, he says, and parents see the program as a plus. They think this brand actually cares about the safety of our kids, and the parents figure that the company is spending money on this rather than on traditional Saturday morning television.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.